I've been cycling on the road since 2017, so close to 5 years. I got in the hobby for health reasons. I was running a lot and decided to take the next step and try something a little different, something a little bit more fun, fast-paced. So I picked up cycling, met with a group of local people, and started riding and haven't looked back since. There's a lot of freedom when riding. You feel like you're going super fast when in reality you're going about 18 to 20 plus miles an hour, and it just feels freeing. It gives you a sense of independence on the road. So I have been involved in one major incident where I myself was thrown over the handlebars, but luckily I landed in the grass. But for two other folks, they got serious road rash. Somebody broke a collarbone and sustained various cuts and bruises on their body. When the crash happened, it was very almost in slow motion, as you say, and almost out of your control. You just, one thing happens, a chain reaction happens, and with just one person, just you just see it all happening immediately, and there's really nothing you can do. You try your best to avoid any sort of obstacles, try not to hit the person in front of you that's on the ground, but unfortunately, you just it's just a chain reaction of events, and you're just on the floor from one instance to the next. Some of the things that cities and communities can do is to raise awareness on what the rules of the road are. So for example, when you see cyclists on the road, we are allowed to be there. A lot of people think that cyclists should be on a sidewalk. That's not the case. Sidewalks are for pedestrians, and we also, don't want to bump into pedestrians. So if we hog sidewalks, it would be unsafe for pedestrians. Sometimes we do use them, but we will get cited by local police officers if we do use sidewalks, because we're not meant to use them. We're meant to use the roads. I've seen in certain cities that I visited where there is a robust cycling, either commuting community, that barriers do help. There's physical barriers, so sometimes these pylons that are kind of weighted, and physically a car can't go over them. I mean, they can, but they'll damage their car. But these barriers do show where the bike lane is clearly and where a car shouldn't be. So there is that form of safety. So if cities take those approaches to make these physical barriers in certain areas, high traffic areas, that would really help with the amount of fatalities, the amount of accidents that there are with vehicles and cyclists. In the end, the best advice for motorists and cyclists also is to remember that we're all people. We all want to just make it home alive. We want to be safe as possible on the road and come home and see our families.